Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about writing equations of lines again, and this time the line that we're going to write down the equation for is going to be based on having 2 points of that line. Okay, we're going to see here that we've got several steps in doing this, and we're just going to use the graph method of writing this equation. And here we go. First off, you're going to graph the 2 points you're given. You're going to find the slope, and we know that that's the rise over run. You're going to connect the points until they cross, until they cross the y-axis. And you're going to plug in the slope and the y-intercept into the equation, because as you remember, we have the slope and we have the y-intercept. So using 2 points, we're going to find the slope and we're going to find the y-intercept. Take a moment to write down these steps, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, in this graph, we're given a couple of points, and so we're going to start by finding the slope. And my line here is not going to be too perfectly drawn because I don't have my straight line tool here, but you get the idea. This line has a steepness, and now we're going to count that out. And here, because our scale is counting by ones, we're just going to count the boxes. 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, over 1, up 1, and over 1. That's up 1 is the rise, and over 1 is the run. And so our slope is 1, not too tough. The second thing we're going to find is our intercept, which is the point at 0, B. And that is going to be where the line crosses the y-axis. And so now I'm going to extend that line using the same slope. And it sure looks like it hits right here at 1. Of course, this line continues on all the way through, and it continues all the way up here, but we're interested in this point right here. And so B looks like -1. We have both aspects we need to write the equation, so I'm going to review the general slope-intercept form. And now I'm going to fill in the slope. And now I'm going to fill in the intercept. Of course, when you have a 1 times x, we don't need to write that. Oops, I messed up the intercept. I put b, and I meant to put -1. And so now I'm going to get rid of this 1 times right here, and I get x minus 1. The slope is hidden right here as a slope of 1, and the intercept is right here as a -1. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward example of finding the slope and finding the intercept and plugging them in. In this example, they didn't plot the points for us, so it's just one more step of things we have to do. So I'm going to plot the points. -6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went back to the left 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there you can see the dot coming in. And I need to go -3, 4, so you can see little dots while I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got those 2 points plotted, and I'm going to look for the slope, and I'm going to look for the intercept. Okay, so drawing my line through here as neatly as I can. You're going to want to use a straight edge whenever you can. I don't have my straight line tool for my computer accessed here, but this is going to give us a close enough idea. All right, I'm going to start up at this point right here, and I'm going to get somewhere back onto the line to find that slope. And here my rise is down 2, and 1, 2, 3, and over 3. So my slope is down 2 and over 3. The intercept was extended all the way down to about right here. I didn't draw it perfectly, but if I checked with my slope again, -2 over 3, we can see that that's the point I'm looking for. And that point is the point 0, 2. So I've got my slope and I've got my intercept. Here we go. Y equals slope times x, that's the rate, plus the intercept. Write the equation of the line that passes through the 2 points. Here's our equation. In this example, we've got 2 points, and as we draw through here, it sure looks like it's going to hit this 3. And here we go, kind of heading out through here. And a question sort of arises, what happens if you can't tell exactly where that crosses? Well, you can use the slope to determine that. That's one method that's going to help. By the way, let's find that slope. It looks like I went down 1, so there's a -1, and over 4. And I'm going to go down 1 again, and then over 1, 2, 3, 4. So the slope is down 1 over 4, and we can check it by the larger triangle, down 2 and over 8. And of course, -2 over 8 equals -1 over 4. Okay, once we've got the slope, we're going to dial into that intercept. Recall that's where it crosses the y-axis, and in this graph it's 3. We're all ready to write our slope intercept form. Okay, here we go with this last problem. We've got -2, -4, so back 2, down 4 shows up there, and 1, -1 is right here. I'm going to start by drawing that line through there with not too much accuracy, but enough. Now we're going to find the slope. It looks like up 1 over 1. I'm going to go all the way up 3 and over 3. And so I have 3 over 3, and I land right back on this dot right here, and so that's 1. I found the slope, and now I'm going to ask myself, where is this point? And it appears to be 0, -2, and we can check that by going backwards right in here. It would be down 1, back 1, and that does land just right. So our intercept is 0, -2, and we're going to write the equation. Remember, your equation is y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to write that all the way out this time. That's 1 times x plus a -2. That can look a little bit awkward, so we're going to simplify it down to x minus 2, taking away the 1 times and taking away the plus the negative and simplifying it to x minus 2. Okay, folks, those were 4 examples of just using slope and finding the intercept using the graph. Go ahead now and answer your essential question: how do I make the equation of line given 2 points? Make sure you include ideas of finding slope and finding intercept and using this form. Thanks.